Hi Pisces, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for October 24th. Pisces, we begin the month with Mercury retrograde followed by a total lunar eclipse which is going to be conjuncting Uranus, and we wrap up the month with Venus that is going to be entering Scorpio. Pisces, we begin this month a Mercury retrograde. It's never wise to buy big ticket items, be it your washing machines, your household products, or even if it's anything to do with technology. It's normally found out during a retrograde transit that products that you may have bought they could be a technical glitch, or you may find a better price or a better product, or say maybe a better version of it right after the retrograde is over. So it's normally avoidable not to buy anything expensive during these 3 weeks. It's also advised that be extremely careful as far as all your communication is concerned, be it written, spoken, emails, SMSs, conferences. Be very careful that you are articulate, that you are clear. The easiest way to go about this is to keep your communication absolutely simple. Keep it short, keep it brief, so that there are lesser chances of misunderstandings happening, be it at your personal space or be it at your workspace. Travel also is something which is ruled by Mercury. So for those of you who are traveling in October, ensure that your travel tickets are there in place. Your cars and your bikes are well serviced. You are carrying all the papers with you. Also, it's found during this time that there are a lot of breakdowns, not just as far as your vehicles are concerned, but even remember to take a data backup with your laptop computers, and even for your phones. There are a lot of technical glitches again that happen with all the electronic items that we have at home. Now Mercury, during a Mercury retrograde, which normally happens 3 or maybe 4 times in a year, it's found that during this slowing down, technically of course there is no slowdown per se. The planets do not come back onto their orbits, and they do not slow down. So technically there is really nothing slowing down per se, but it's merely our illusion from the earth, from the stationary retrograde cycle. When we view it from earth, it seems that the illusion gets created as though the planet is moving back on its orbit. The earth of course is moving at its own speed. It's orbiting around the sun at its own speed, different from that of the various planets. So there's just a sense of slowing down of a particular planet. And Mercury also rules the lower mind, which covers our environment, of how it is that we perceive information and how it is we further relate the information to others. So everything around you tends to get affected more over there, on what it is that you're hearing, what it is that someone is saying, and then further what it is that you're relaying. So be careful about especially if they are important mails, SMSs to be sent. Be just little cautious over there. So this is a time during a retrograde that normally we advise. It's a time to revise, review, and research the work that you have done. That is going to be highlighting a part of your chart that has to do with joint resources. So for the next 3 weeks, if you can spend time deploying your debts and reallocating your resources, you are not going to be regretting it, Pisces. In fact, it may simply be necessary to pick up loose ends and take a second look at whether you are unnecessarily overextended. With a little bit of tweaking, you will be sitting in the catbird seat, but you'll need to test the wind to get some height. Pick up on assets you've neglected or forgotten about, and you will have all you need. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, but the other is gold, in ways you hadn't even thought about. It's again a beautiful continuation to your last month. Pisces, this month we have Mercury retrograde that is going to be highlighting a part of your chart that has to do with joint resources. It has to do with funds. It has to do with reallocation of your money as well. Now if you can spend the next 3 weeks redeploying your debts and reallocating resources, you will not regret it. In fact, it may simply be a necessity to pick up loose ends and take a second look at whether you are unnecessarily overextended. With a little bit of tweaking, you could be sitting in the catbird seat, but you'll need to test the wind to get some height. Pick up on assets you've neglected or forgotten about, and you'll have all that you need. Make new friends, but keep the old. The new is silver, but the other one is gold, in ways you hadn't even thought about. The kind of support that you're going to be receiving through your old friends, Pisces, is something that you can, or one can only dream of having such friends. This month you're going to be feeling the blessing of having some wonderful friends by your side. I think it's a beautiful month for you. It's a new start for a lot of you in ways that you had not even thought of. Mid-month, that is around the 8th of October, we have a total lunar eclipse which is going to be conjuncting with Uranus, and this is happening in your house of earned income, and there could be some amount of a conflict over there, and a balance is sought between your financial needs and needs of others, and you could feel a tad frustrated around this point of time. Now, Uranus is typically the bad boy of astrology. He's unpredictable, brings about a lot of rebelliousness. It brings chaos, and it also tends to sort of bring a lot of unpredictability along with it. So try not to react as far as your finances, your joint resource or your earned income is concerned as to who gets how much of share. Try not to, or where it is that your responsibility lies, try not to get too frazzled over there, and keep your cool this month. Also, the Uranian energy can also give a lot of courage. So use this time to draw the courage and see as to where it is and how it is that you can make your money work better for you, how it is that you can have your money be more productive. Try to get into productive negotiations rather than getting into some willfulness or being very sensitive about things unnecessarily. It's not a time to be stubborn as far as whether it is joint finances that is concerned, or whether it is somebody else's financial needs and what it is that is due to them. So try and be as I wouldn't say fair, but try and be as, use your voice of reason. Try not to get into arguments. They're not really going to be getting you anyway. Towards the end of the month, we have the beautiful Venus, and she's going to be entering Scorpio, and she's highlighting a part of your chart that speaks about a taste for the exotic. And during this phase, and routine work is simply not going to be satisfying you, and you're going to be receiving pleasure from anything that expands your horizons, both physically and mentally. And foreign people and places may particularly appeal to you now, and you tend to be expansive and generous when it comes to love. A love interest who attracts you during this cycle may be somebody who you previously wouldn't consider attractive, or someone whose cultural background is very different than yours. You have a taste for the exotic and the spirit to match. Public relation work, promotion and other such endeavors are favored now. It is more about how you express yourself and the specifics of what you are saying that helps sway others to your position. There could be a special rapport with foreigners and with women if you're traveling during this period. You're all the more attractive and charming with this position, which increases your popularity. If a romance were to begin now, it is more likely to be with someone of a different background or educational level, or someone you meet through travel. You have a taste for the exotic now, and it can show up in many areas of your life. Who you are attracted to, what you buy, the kind of entertainment you enjoy, and so forth. So it's another lovely month for you, Pisces. I wish you all the best. I think it's a new journey. It's a new take on life. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I'll see you again in November, and thank you so much for watching.